Sorry, I was trying to get my dashboard open. Let's see how far we can get today before it crashes again. Crashed yesterday and I just couldn't be bothered to start up a new one because I was only going to be streaming for like another hour anyways. Wait, really? Already? Said no data on my dashboard, and I was like, oh, come on. I don't understand how the first 2 days I could go 5 hours without it crashing, and now it's just being an absolute piece of shit to me. Oh, too far away. Oh yeah, this is... Isn't this the dungeon where the raptor's black feathers are? I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. Aren't they in the right one here? Oh, no, left one. Never mind. Oh yeah, this is the invisible black knife. Yeah, I'm gonna get stabbed and stabbed and stabbed. Stop! Why are they always programmed to do this? Okay. I still have not bought a sentry torch from the merchant in Altus. No stamina. Man, these things do not stagger. No. Right, that has the most delayed shockwave in the entire planet Earth. Man, none of the enemies or anything are worth shit for fucking... Not worth shit for souls. Runes. Oh, you're gonna start out with that? That's not fair. Got him. No idea what's wrong with my throat this morning. Woke up and gargled sandpaper. Does this place have any use? Besides just Melina talking to you? Oh yeah, and the Golden Order seal. Forget about that. It's one of the only churches that doesn't give you anything that you actually want. Unless you're trying to do anything to do with the Golden Order incantations, like Order Blade. Because almost all the other ones suck. I think maybe the only decent one is Litany of Proper Death, but it's only good on skeletons. And Tibia Mariners, which are just skeletons in a boat. I don't think I'll be able to do this guy with 8 potions because I always get rocked by the Twin Blade guy. There's just something about his moveset that's different from all the other Kindred that just make it so difficult. Like that attack, I have no idea how you're supposed to dodge the full damage of it. If you somehow manage to dodge the first part, the second part hits you like it's a Melina fucking waterfowl dance. Oh, not again. Like that. I don't get you. Like, do you have to dodge really early and then just mash dodge and hope that it dodges the second part? At least now he pulled out his much inferior axe. Okay, that hit me without touching me. Okay. That one actually hit me. Wow, I'm impressed. Wannabe Godfrey. Every character you give an axe in this game just turns into a wannabe Godfrey. And just starts stomping. You know what would have been a really cool Ash of War? If you got one of those, like, Horalu's Earthshaker. You got that, but instead of it just being its own active skill, what you do is you program the L2s to go in between your normal combo attacks. So you could go like R1, L2 to stomp, and then R1, R1, and it would continue your normal attack chain. So you could do like stomps in between your normal attacks like they do. That would actually make it interesting to use and not just, I'm going to go run next to a ledge and bait someone next to it and then use it and they're going to get knocked off, haha. Because that's pretty much the only thing it's used for now. Because it's garbage in PvE. Like Storm Stomp should work the same way. You should just be able to press L2 in the middle of a combo. And that should be that. Oh yeah, you don't need to dodge that one. Right, I'm fighting Delay the boss. You ever wondered why video games get delayed? It's because Margit's still trying to swing. When his swing fully completes, that's when it gets released. Yeah. That's gonna hurt. Never mind. You tickled my mustache with it. And again, you'd think these boss, quote-unquote boss enemies would actually, you know, give like decent runes, but they don't. It's kind of sad. They could give a little bit more than like 30,000 in NG+7. But I get it. It's because they're just scaled upwards. There's not actually like hard coding for being like, okay, this thing's difficulty goes way up, but the worth involved in doing it goes down. How does that even make any sense? Like, you kill Moog in this and you get 1.6 million. And I killed Moog before I even got to do a nihil. Like, come on, where's the fucking, where's the number balance? Where are my numbers? FromSoft and balance in the same sentence doesn't exist. You know. Yeah. Numbers, numbers, numbers. I don't know if anybody here ever used to watch YouTube poop or anything like that, but the fesh pins of Blair always gets me. Bear. Bear. Cold bear. Sorry, I wanted to kill him. Just for the hell of it. No, I should have just stayed near that flower. Just... Oh, yes, here. I'm gonna say, because my brain dead ass can't even remember where I was. The grotto. Goodbye. Yes, that is exactly where I went. You know what? You have the high ground, Anakin. Now you don't. You fell off the high ground. Idiot. You could have just stayed up there throwing perfumes at me. Learn from your depraved perfumer brothers how to throw non-stop fire shit that kills you instantly. You would be much stronger. I like the color on these ones. Oh shit. You know what, I'm just gonna use... Oh. Well, you need a staff there, buddy. Damn it. God dang it, Bobby. Should have just put Blood Flame on. No. Wait. You're supposed to be on fire. Excuse me? Oh. Wait. What does this chest have inside of it? I already have all the perfume bottles. Absolutely nothing. Jeez, it's like they didn't learn from Bloodborne or anything else. Like in NG+ cycles, if you already have an item, just put a fucking rune in there. How hard is it? Like Bloodborne put fucking cold blood dews in places. How fucking hard is it? Like, come on. No. Never mind. That was a horrible idea. Bad antlion larva. Space antlion. Spant lion. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with the terrain here? Oh my god. I never had that issue the first couple times I came through here. What the hell? I see why so many people died. I got a keen eye. My eye scales with dexterity. Oh no. Are you gonna be a good omen killer and let me get my blood flame off? Good boy. That is the wrong juice, bud. That's the wrong juice. I'm just thinking. Using my thunker. He's thunking about it. I can't see shit. Ow, dude. Why you gotta hit a brother with a stick like that? Worm face. Probably the least cared about boss in the entire game. It's not a bad boss, it's just like it's just a giant worm face. I doubt anybody is like, this is my favorite boss. I wonder, do these things count as things that live in death? Well, we can find out. I forget what Ash of War this is. Oh, it's Golden Slam. I'm gonna die. Oh. Bye-bye, Mimic Tear. I forgot that they can even Death Blight. How does he never get Death Blighted by Fortis Sacks? Like, what? Didn't... Oh yeah, I haven't done Fortis Sacks because I haven't gotten the Curse Mark of Death from Randy yet. I don't even think I've gone to Nokron. Actually, yes I have. I just don't... Did I pick up the Finger Slayer Blade? There's a black knife print, but I don't think I have. Yeah, no. Need to go due south. First, I want to get the bonfire here. I don't really... Actually, is it worth it? Like, Bower of the Bounty or whatever it's called? It's like over in this direction. Somewhere. Oh no, that's the AoE. Get me out of there. There it is. Is that a scarab? Psycho killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Ba 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 ba. You fucking weirdos walking around the goddamn scarab. What are you doing? What's the lore? Lottie, tell me the lore. No, it's just Somber 5. Why do in certain areas they try to show, like, or at least acknowledge that the creatures have some amount of sentience by showing the fact that they'll chase objects or be looking at objects that normally the player would only interact with. Because in, like, the previous games, nothing interacts with Titanite lizards. They're just there, and no one's like, oh, I want to kill the thing, or I want to walk in circles around the thing, or something like that. No one acknowledges it. But then you have Elden Ring. Sorry about that, my controller does that once a day. But only once a day, and it won't do it for the entire rest of the day. I don't know what makes it do it. It's fully charged. It just decides to fuck off. Only does it when a headset's plugged into it. It's like it shorts out the battery, even though it's like a very low wattage thing. I don't get it. Where is this dang thing? There we go. Sorry, I keep just flashing the map open because I need like a refresher in the brain. You'd think with me already having like 600 hours in this shit, I would know better. I have a character that has 350 hours, that's this one. I have another character that has over 200 hours, that's still a new game. Just because I spent so much time co-oping. I don't really co-op anymore because after I found out that if you disconnect more than a couple times in one play session with people, the game will just literally soft ban you even though you did nothing wrong. I have stopped playing online, and until FromSoft realizes that it's doing the near far thing and all that other bullshit, that isn't what's gonna make co-op stay good. It's gonna be you fixing your fucking servers so either people can have an actual stable connection and not randomly disconnect and have their console go burr at them. Even on PC, if your fucking internet slips up for a second and you disconnect, and that happens 2 or 3 times the same day, well, enjoy your soft ban. Because whatever fucking douchebag genius thought that would stop preventing hackers, while Malcolm Reynolds is busy locking people in permanent death blight, is the biggest fucking retard on the planet. And I swear, FromSoft has both simultaneously the most genius people and the most retarded people working at their company. Like, who in the boardroom decided that was a good thing? Hello, Itachi. How's it going? Oh, fuck. Not the Avian X. Sorry, I know, I'm Great Bull Armor, NG+7 with Dragon Crest, Great Shield on. I'm like the most heinous player on the planet because I'm using items in the game. That was the last ending I did because I don't simp. That was actually the last thing I did to get my platinum trophy before starting this NG+7 run. What I'm going to do in this run is I'm going to get the Frenzied Flame and burn the fucking tree myself. It would hit hard if I wasn't wearing the stuff I'm wearing right now, but honestly, because I've been doing the same build for so long, I don't even feel the differences in NGs. Because I'm at like 50% damage absorption. Wearing this set in this game is like having enough to wear Havels in DS3. Except for you can fully wear this set and dual wield pretty big weapons, only having like 70 endurance. And I have all my weapon slots filled out as well. And no weight increaser except for the Erdtree favor. And I'm not wearing anything to increase damage, just stuff to restore my percentage-based HP, because I'm maxed out HP. I know everybody says don't go for the last 200 HP, but if you're doing a... Yeah, after they buffed great swords, they're pretty great. Same thing with great axes. Now they actually live up to their name. Yeah, it's funny. You wouldn't assume this is NG+7. It really is not like the other Souls games in that regard. You're one-shotting enemies. You're fucking not taking even half your HP as damage. Bloodborne NG+ is honestly harder. Excuse me. Okay. How did that work? Oh yeah, hammers versus crystallians. If you never know, now you know. Who needs to break their poise? You just break them anyways. Okay, you just stand there and watch your death. Wow. So difficult. Already beat land sex. I think that's all the caves here, right? I always keep a thing open just in case that has has all the locations on it, just to make sure. Even though I'm pretty sure I got all the locations, I was missing 2 in Caelid. See, my only problem with Elden Beast is that problem, is that you spend half of the battle and most of your stamina bar just to get to him, to hit him once or twice, and then he goes whoop and just goes away. And mind you, if you're playing the game now, Elden Beast used to go further away from the player than he does now. They actually nerfed how far he can go away from the player. They sped Radagon up a little bit, because he used to just be delay, 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 even though his attacks didn't look like it. You just like, yeah. And they just had a weird speed to them that made them really fucking annoying to dodge. Nowadays, he's a little bit more manageable, and the fact that you can just brute force him. If you use heavy armor... Oh, Frenzied Flame, 100%. I'm going Frenzied Flame where Melina is still alive, because you actually get 2 different cutscenes if you do that. If you let Melina burn the tree and then get the Frenzied Flame, you won't get the same ending. There's actually 2 separate Frenzied Flame endings if you want to go by the books. There's the one where Melina isn't dead and Melina comes at the end and is like, I'm gonna fuck you up, basically. And I go, you wish you could. To who? In the lore? If the lore considers it a bad ending, then I don't care. No, I'm not gonna burn her. I want her to be dead by my own hands. If this game continued after NG+, that's what I would do. I would spend that quest to hunt down Melina. Instead of her trying to hunt me down, I'd just be like, okay, now I'm just gonna hug you with my eyeballs, and you're gonna die. Enjoy. I'll simp for frickin' Vare before I'll simp for Melina. Or Ranni for that matter. Ranni's questline gives me fucking conniptions. But I have to do it because I have to do it to fight Glintstone Dragon Adula. And I already said I'm fighting everything that has a HP bar or not. So I'm fucking myself over in that regard. Oh. Go down. Oh. Yeah, this is the pull up. Yeah. Yep, still got me. God damn it. It's so slow. No. This guy single-handedly is fucking me up more of the bosses. Oh god, now I'm thinking of how much of a pain in the ass it's gonna be to fight the frickin' magic golem in Caelid. I still haven't gone there and done that because that's one of my least favorite things. If you don't know, for the red main painting, there's a little area where you drop down next to the Erd tree on the east side of the map. And down there is a magic golem which has a completely unique set of magic moves that it does. And it hits like a truck. It is one of the hardest hitting enemies in the entire game. It's one of the only enemies that can come close to one-shotting me despite all this resistance that I'm wearing right now. So if you have never fought him and you don't have Ash of War, Rain of Arrows, that's where you get it from. If you have never seen that Ash of War, it's actually probably the strongest bow Ash of War there is. Would you fall on your ass, good sir? Are you... What? Sir, I'd like to see you on the dirt. Thank you. I can't even remember if I killed the Draconic Tree Sentinel. Yeah, it's right over here. Or, sorry, not over here. It's right over here. It's like literally right there where that little edge is. There's like a part where it goes from being like a flat platform and there's like a little cut into it. And you can fall down onto a tree branch, and it's one of the hardest falling puzzles next to the Frenzied Flame prescription thing that I'm going to have to do. If I get lucky, I'll first try it. But I highly doubt that. I've only ever first tried the prescription place once. And that was my last playthrough on this character. So I doubt it's going to happen again. We gotta come up here and rest up here because we gotta kill the Bell-bearing Hunter and the Deathbird. The Deathbird spawns right there. And then Bell-bearing Hunter obviously spawns near the merchant, which we're gonna kill because I'm killing all the merchants. There shall be only one Lord of Frenzied Flame, and I can't have all these frenzied merchants going around because almost half, I think like over half of them have frenzy attacks. Because the merchants are technically like frenzy little, I don't even know what you'd call them, vassals? No way! Don't hurt me! Oh! The fucking funniest voice line. I don't think I've ever bought that. Or that. Alright. Before I kill him though, I'm gonna do the Bell-bearing Hunter, because I have no idea. I don't think it interferes with doing the Bell-bearing Hunter. But I'd like to think if you take the bell bearing yourself, the bell bearing hunter will no longer show up in the area where he wants to get the bell bearing. But I don't know. Oh yeah, just in case. Sorry. We're gonna do this the cheesy way, because I really don't like fighting the bell bearing hunters. Oh god, am I even gonna be able to get up there? I know I can, it's just, it's gonna be difficult when he's standing right there. Ah, dickhead. Oh, jumping sometimes on the horseback, it just does not respond to inputs. Gotta pull out the dagger so that it actually... Okay, just... Dude, you and your fucking floaty magical sword. It's so fucking annoying. I wish we got that. You know how nice it would be if we actually got the floaty magical sword? Instead of just stupid drill sword? Wow. Can you jump? What the fuck? I'm literally mashing it as I get close to the edge and it just refuses to do anything. Thank you, for fuck's sake. I didn't figure my hands were that retarded. Game really does not want me cheesing this guy. Oh, he's out of the mercury. Get gassed. I'll fight everything else legitimately. I've already killed... I can't speak right now for whatever reason. I've already killed Elimer of the Briar and the other bell-bearing hunters. He's the only one left. The one in Caelid could kill Radagon and Elden Beast. He's so fucking strong. Yo, you're in the only spot I cannot throw mist down in. Get out from under there. You plague-ridden rat. What the fuck are you doing? Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen, and yet I still did it anyways. A fucking plague-ridden rat. Where are you? You know, this actually works better. Normally I stand on the edge of the building, but this works better. Sorry, I know this is boring, but I feel like fighting him is just ass crack. He does like the same 5 attacks over and over and over again. So I'm going to kill him with the same 1 attack over and over and over again. Enjoy your death, motherfucker. I hate you. Possibly one of the worst fucking fights in the game. Though I just generally dislike any human boss in these games. They kind of all feel the same and are bad. Bloodborne's the only one that even got them remotely right, and they're still annoying. Because they get infinite resources and you don't. In his case, he can just infinitely keep throwing his magic sword. What's an FP bar? What's giving him the ability to even throw the magic sword out there? There's nothing covered in the game that says he can do, like, any of that shit. Human bosses and human enemies are always just so fucking annoying to me. They just grind my goddamn gears. Oh wait, it's a death bird, so I took off my fucking... Damn it, I took off Order Blade. Yes, lock on to the shitty little snail instead of the actual boss that I'm trying to fight. Thank you, FromSoft. What? Where? What? What? You can't stay locked onto this fucking thing because the camera is god-awful. It doesn't know how to just be zoomed out. It's got to be pressed up against your character's asshole. It's one of the things that makes these things so annoying to fight. They wouldn't even be annoying to fight if the camera was pulled out and actually stayed on the correct side of them. Half of the time. It would actually be a decent fight. Because the actual moves it does aren't that hard to avoid. It's just the fucking, you have to be unlocked and the thing jumps and moves around. And then if you do try to lock on for a second just to orientate yourself, it's probably you getting hit in that moment because it's going to hit you from a spot that you didn't see it in. Even though it's a giant fucking bird. And I know I don't have the best vision I'm talking about in real life, but yeah, I can see most things in this game, so. How did those trees grow back and be cut down in the same span of 10 minutes? 15 minutes. Alright, time for Draconic Buddy, who is super parryable, but it's not worth parrying anything in this game. Because you do no damage with the riposte, and then your only follow-up for parrying this guy is just to hit him. You don't get no riposte. Uh-oh. Stop with the point-blank fire. It's a bad Draconic Tree Sentinel. Bad boy. Get out here! What are you doing? You and your tiny little fucking corner, dude. Jump at me. Okay. No one's got their motorcycle out today. It's funny because where I live in New Hampshire, all the roads are fucking shitty, and yet I swear at least 50% of the people in this tiny ass town have a motorcycle that they just ride around the town. They don't like drive it on the highway or anything like that. They just go through the town on a motorcycle that can go like 80 to 100 miles an hour and are only going like 20 to 25. I'm just like, bro, why are you paying for that? Get a fucking enduro. At least then you can take it off road wherever you want. Like, come on. Because I love dirt bikes, but most motorcycles, I'm like, what the fuck is the fucking point of that? What is the point of your fucking crotch rocket when you can't, there's not a single road that isn't a highway around here where you can go above 60? And half of the dudes around here don't even know how to ride them, so they're not even doing cool shit. They're not fucking popping wheelies or anything like that. They're just being annoying people with a loud motorcycle. Cool. It was like the person I grew up next to in Vermont. The fucker would take the baffles out of his dirt bike's exhaust thinking that it gave them more horsepower, but all it made him do was sounding like they're a fucking fat girl taking a big ass shit. And you're just like, oh god, you must have had some Taco Bell. It's been an hour since I started this. Don't seem like that long, but speaking of retarded things, I'm gonna go out and smoke a stupid cigarette. And yes, I still use that word in modern day and age because if you get butt hurt by it, but you're not butt hurt by, what do you want me to say, my mentally disabled cigarette? My incapable of learning cigarette? Like what? Too much SJW shit. Too many people with health problems they got from a shitty doctor because their parents convinced the doctor that you had some sort of problem. And so they just wrote you off as qualifying under a bunch of criteria that you don't qualify under. I'm in my mid-20s. I was raised in the peak feed your kid Adderall or feed your kid Ritalin generation. So, most I do is smoke a cigarette. And have a little bit of a stutter, but I used to stutter way worse when I was a kid. Now it's only on specific words. The best way to sound stupid as fuck, though, is to have a stutter. Or sound anxious even when you're not. Happened earlier when I was killing the bell-bearing hunter. I couldn't even say a word that I wanted to say. I couldn't say Elmer. I was just like, like that fucking cartoon. I don't know. I don't think blocking anybody from hearing insults about them will do anything to help this world. Me saying the word retard isn't going to help people become less retarded. When you make the world idiot-proof, you build a better idiot. That's how it works. And I'm not going to argue that with anybody. I've seen it with my own eyes. Stupid parents, 90% of the time, make stupid kids. Unless that kid is getting their, like, intelligence from things that aren't their parents. They're getting it from their teachers or other adults or grandparents around them. But if you have at least one intelligent person in the family who's constantly active with the kid, your kid will probably end up being fairly intelligent. In my eyes, that's just how it works. You get the same thing when raising a dog or a cat. You get a stupid dog if you have stupid people who don't know how to take care of it. And then they go, why doesn't my dog do commands? Because you've never trained it to do commands. Like what? It's just magically gonna know how to do the things that you ask? No, you have to train it to do that. I forget that most people don't understand how to teach anything. I was a dropout, and not to Dunning-Kruger myself, but I am more intelligent than most of the people that graduated high school from my class when I dropped out. Most of them are still doing stupid shit. They're on social media saying dumbass shit all the time. They don't think before they act half of the time either. Most of them are addicted to drugs that they used to laugh at me for smoking weed when I was younger. Like, complete retards. Now they're doing fucking heroin and other crap, and it's like, oh wow, what a big change. I bet all that making fun of me for being short really helped you with that, didn't it? And that's one of the reasons why I have such a harsh perspective on people caring what other people say. I've had to deal with people calling me short my entire life, and that's what I am. I can't change that. That's my genetics. I look like Jesus, even though I'm non-religious. I have to hear people call me Jesus Christ all the time. And I still love that fucking dumb white Americans think that Jesus Christ was a white dude. Not some brown person from the Middle East. No, he didn't have brown skin. He was completely bleach white. Like what? This is like the whole Santa Claus thing. It got created in an ad campaign and it just became known as how that thing looks. So much bullshit they feed people, and yet people don't want to acknowledge the fact they might be stupider than your average fucking boar. And boars are pretty intelligent. Compared to a lot of other animals anyways. Bumblebee. What are you doing next to me, bud? I'm not a flower. Plenty of flowers in my garden, but I'm not a flower. Blue jay. If you watch like American YouTube channels that are like super American forward, take for example, and I'm not trying to make fun of these guys, I actually like some of them. But if you look at people like Cletus McFarland, who's like, oh yeah, I gotta get your bald eagles screeching, and when he's talking about his turbos. And it's like, bud, I hate to inform you, but bald eagles don't screech. And I tell this to people all the fucking time. And yet you still have this huge subset of people that think that bald eagles screech. They don't. They make these shitty little call noises and warbles. They sound like pussies, but act very aggressive. Hawks are the ones that make the screech sound. Never has an eagle ever made a screech. They don't. I live in an area where there's the most densest population of eagles. You can't drive down any of the highways around here without seeing an eagle's nest in one of the giant power lines. So, I can't stand people who still think that that's a thing. People who don't care to learn the world around them but want to bitch about the world being in a sorry state don't have a right to bitch. People who want to bitch about words that people say when they qualify as those words, that's your own problem. I qualify as a short person. Like I said, I have to deal with being called short. That's what I am. So when people throw a huge ass fit about you saying words that you're not supposed to say, I just sit there and fucking laugh at them. And I'm like, what are you gonna do, assault me? Enjoy the charge. Unless you kill me, you're not doing anything good. Oh, fucking dicks. It's not supposed to hit me here. Anyways, here's the funniest cheese for this dungeon. Wait, does it not work when you're standing here? Oh, I guess I have to go up the ramp a little bit. Hold on. Oh, there we go. I just didn't get close enough to the ramp. Yeah. And I don't like talking about real life topics that much, but there are a lot of people with incredibly unrealistic views of the world that it just grinds my gears even thinking about it. Oh, I'm gonna die. Nope, never mind. Didn't die. I would rather fight the one with the sword, but okay. Really hate those rushdown attacks that these guys do. Wow, you're really decimating him. Why don't you take the one that doesn't have a shield, buddy? I'll take the one that does. I can kill the fucking one with the sword all day long. Wow. He's getting obliterated. Fly at me. No, not at him. Okay, Ordova's down. Don't, you're trying to apply blood grease in front of them. You moron. Whap. Oh, a stagger? Wow, I rarely get those, despite the fact I only do jumping attacks most of the time. Okay, first try. Good start. The hardest double boss fight in the game down. I was like, why is it so dark? Come on, Rune Bear. Come here, buddy. Yep. Come get me. Nice. Listen, little bear, you don't do anything. Just don't stagger me out of attacks, and you can wait until I'm done with your bigger brother. Or just get caught in the crossfire. Oh, fuck. I don't need those, but I do it anyways. Why would I ever use any other weapons? Use me in a little jar. Oh, isn't this the one with all the trap chests? Yeah. Oh. I hate this one. They can, oh yeah, that's right. They can kill you while doing that. Jeez. Wait. Isn't there supposed to be a lever? I really despise this place. You gonna give me a forked greatsword? No. Still don't have that weapon. Alrighty then. Wait, so you have to find the secret room to get through this? I don't think you did. Oh yeah, suicide jars. Holy monkeys! Oh, shit. Oh. Ah, yes. I went the correct way. Sorry, cause. I did it. Back off. Don't worry, cause. I need to put ordered blade back on. Serves alternative damage, because blood flame honestly doesn't do that much actual bonus damage. Ow. No. Soul jars. That's right. It's like it's Monster Hunter all over again with the puns. Oh, I didn't do sealed tunnel. I also still have not activated Radahn's rune. Not like I need any of the runes. The fact that you just can't keep them in NG+ is what makes me not even use them. If you kept Melanas in NG+, I would probably use Melanas just for the fun of it, but because... or Melana, what am I talking about? Millennia. But because you can't, it just makes it boring. It'd be like if in Bloodborne you had to find all the runes again and get the fucking corruption rune and all, or not corruption, the radiance rune or any of the other ones that you want to use all over again every single time you wanted to go through the game. It's just stupid. No need for it. Lore through should end after the first playthrough. After that, you don't give a fuck about the lore, you just let the player have what they want to have. Problem solved. Wow, these are some tanky squirts. I love when people put messages like that, like right in front of the cave. Like maybe go back about 100 steps and then put it like where you come down into the little pond, or at the top near the edge. That'll actually help a new player find it if they're playing online. But putting it right in front of it, the person has to literally already be there and see it themselves pretty much. Be like, thank you for the information that was clearly given to me in front of my fucking face. Wait, what? I have max poison stones? Wow. I think that's the first time I've seen that on my screen. I don't think I want to give my dude any more things to throw. I don't want my Mimic Tier to be throwing poison stone clumps, but... yeah, let's battle. Where's my dagger with poison? Where's my curved sword with poison moth fight? Hey, no fist fight. You don't bring a fist to a stone clump fight. It's like I just watched you poison moth fight my brother. Ow. Not cool, dude. Where's the illusory wall down here? It's over here. Yeah, behind the chest. I used to watch it a lot more than I do now. And plus, I was always the weirdo who liked watching older anime. I think Fist of the North Star is still one of my favorite anime. Anything. Kenshiro. My favorite part is when he just punches a fucking tank a bunch of times and then it explodes. No. Kind of like One Piece, too long for me to get into it and absorb everything, and you have to literally dedicate like a section of your brain just to that anime to remember anything. It's not that they're bad. If they were bad, they wouldn't become such well-known things. It's more so a matter of... Oh, probably Death Note. Also really like Cowboy Bebop. That was a solid bop, as people would say nowadays. Oh no, I'm gonna get pinned into the corner with this guy. Oh. Oh, like 350 something, I think. 360. Wait, what? There we go. You don't have the right. You don't have the right. Oh, you don't have the right. Oh. That's a good level to beat it around. I'd say that's around average. Like 140 to 160, depending on what side stuff you did. If you killed Moog, if you killed Millennia, because they give a hefty dose of runes. That's understandable. Yeah. Was this your first Souls game? Yeah, I've seen that to be true for a lot of people. I'm somewhat of a veteran myself. I think I have 4 or 5 separate playthroughs of Bloodborne on my fucking YouTube channel. My most popular video is a Bloodborne video of one specific enemy called a Screaming Labyrinth Sage. The video has like 24K views. I have no idea why. People just want to see that monster. I don't know. Or it must have got embedded somewhere or some shit. Bloodborne is easily the best out of all of the Souls games, in my opinion. If you like something with a different style, the only thing that it don't have, and this is true for all the other Souls games, it don't have a jump button. There's no jump button. When you jump in all the other Souls games, you have to sprint and then hit the sprint button a second time. And what that does in games like Bloodborne, and this can be something that's really hard to get used to, you have to let off sprint and then stop for a second and then press circle to dodge after sprinting. FromSoft didn't quite learn how to design their world around a jump button until Elden Ring. So, and they still really didn't, which is why there's been so many skips and other things patched that have to do with jumping in specific areas. Because they really don't know what to do with a jump button. Almost none of their other games outside of like a Togi and a couple of, I think a couple others also have jumping in them, but a Togi's like an aerial, a weird aerial combat third-person game for like the Xbox that From Software made that no one talks about, but it's still a pretty good game for its own right and for its time. Alright, I think that's... I gotta double check real quick, just to make sure that that's all... Excuse me. Okay, that's all things in Altus and Mount Gelmir. Time to actually go into Lendel. A lot of people, though, when Elden Ring came out, were quick to say that Elden Ring was their favorite Souls game. But 90% of those people, I don't see playing the game over again. When Bloodborne or DS3 came out, all of the people saying that X game was their favorite were playing that game over and over and over and over again. And I understand times change, but I really hate when people are like, oh, this is so great. Like, before I even got Elden Ring, I was playing more Bloodborne, and I was just doing Chalice Dungeon stuff. The part that people claim to hate the most about that game. Oh, I hate Chalices. They're boring and repetitive. Well, are the caves any better? Whoa. I've never seen the game fail to load like that. Are the caves any better in this game? No, they aren't. No, the fuck they aren't. In fact, I'd say the caves are more repetitive. Because it's not as spooky. At least Bloodborne has a little bit of spook going for it with its darkness and everything. Bloodborne just has a style. Damn, I wish I had a PS5. Impossible to get and expensive, but congrats. I heard that they might come out with a patch for Bloodborne or something like that to actually make it run properly on PS5 and have 60 FPS, because Bloodborne, I will tell you right now, one of the hardest other things for people to play that game about is the fact that the game runs at 30 and it doesn't even stay at 30 most of the time. It normally hovers around 24 to 25. But regardless of that, the frame smoothing and everything that they do, yeah, it's like 30. It used a very inferior version of their own in-house weird engine. A lot of people don't understand FromSoft's engine, but I can give you a rundown. They do their modeling and they do a lot of other stuff in external game engines. The actual game engine that is From Software's proprietary stuff is the shit that has to do with all the parameters, the movement, and functions. Almost everything is modeled or done in other external engines. Take, for example, the environment of Elden Ring. The environment of Elden Ring was done in Unreal. It was done in Unreal 4. But it's just the modeling. The game doesn't run in Unreal 4. It's just all the terrain and everything was made in it. It's a very weird thing because people forget that you can port files from different, like, engines to other things. Hell, half of a video game engine nowadays is middleware, and most people don't even know what middleware is. Things like SpeedTree, for example. You know how many companies use SpeedTree? A lot of them. Almost every single company uses SpeedTree for trees in their game. If it isn't SpeedTree, it's oh, what the hell is it called? Oh, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it's very much like SpeedTree. Elden Ring doesn't use SpeedTree, it uses the other one that I'm talking about. If you Google middleware and just look through all of the games, like Elden Ring uses Havoc for its cloth physics and everything, for the barrel breaking. I don't actually know. I would never have tried different variants, because my character is so high level, I would assume probably quality. But Arcane can also, if you're lower level, Arcane keeps the base scaling for some of these weapons. Like a little bit of the base scaling, and then scales really great with Arcane. Plus you're getting the extra bleed buildup and other things like that, because the real reason to use Great Stars is just for the percent-based healing. And then just go a lot of health and heavy armor. Same thing with Butcher Knife build. That's why I have both. And use Golden Land if you can. Golden Land or Lion's Claw. Both two of the best. Lion's Claw for things that can be pancaked, because you can just infinitely pancake them with Lion's Claw. Oh yeah, there's an ulcerated tree diarrhea over here. And if you use Bloodflame Blade combined with Great Stars, Golden Land, and Fire's Deadly Sin, or Flame's Deadly Sin, that it is so disgusting. You'll proc bleed so fast and so regularly, and you can do it from like 500 feet away, because Golden Land has one of the longest reaching projectiles in the entire game. Those little golden projectiles can hit from so far. They can go farther than Rock Sling casted from the left hand. It's insane. And they can proc whatever your right hand weapon is enchanted with. Can't speak. Same thing with Flame's Deadly Sin. Flame's Deadly Sin does the same shit. It'll proc whatever effect is on your right hand weapon. Not the innate effect, only what's buffed on it. And you can do that with poison too, because poison builds are actually pretty decent. If you do them on a weapon that already has bleed, like Scavenger Curve Sword, with poison moth flight and other things like that, you can actually deal a lot of damage with an arcane build. You'll chunk for like 20-30% of a boss, even in NG+s. That's a weapon art that I don't see a lot of people using, but it's actually pretty damn good. The only thing I don't really use these as much for is they don't have the regen, and I've gotten so used to having on-hit regen. Because mind you, I'm not using any damage buff talismans. I'm not using Kindred of Rot Exaltation. I'm not using Lord of Blood's Exaltation. I'm not using Millicent's Prosthesis. You can do a lot more damage than what I'm doing right now. So if my damage seems even remotely unfair, trust me, it can get way worse. Get back here. And again, you could have Arcane and just be building up bleed like crazy and poison like crazy. And then if you want, you can go dual Rotten Crystal Sword. Or a Rotten Crystal Sword offhand with a main hand weapon that you can put different ailments on. I'm an NG+7, by the way, so like the damage you're seeing is damage that's possible for a lot more as well. I don't have Arcane. And Poison, Moth Flight, and other things like that do a lot more if you have a higher Arcane, if I remember correctly. Because I only have 15 Arcane. It's funny, because the build-up that you're seeing is just basically your default Arcane build-up. Like with these. But if you've been watching, you know that I proc those things all the time, so... Very strong setup with just about any allocation of stats. I was using the Great Stars before I even had as much strength as I have now. I was just using them as Keen, because you can in this game. Quality is the one that's the worst. Quality takes at least like 45 plus in both stats before it will break past either thing. If you had one at 80, if you had like Dex at 80 or 40-40, the Dex at 80 is going to scale better, because the base damage gets lowered so much by having quality on the weapon that it almost is never worth it. You have to be like level 300 to get benefit out of fucking quality in this game. It's kind of pathetic. Their balancing is stupid. Arcane scaling is so much better. How did that not connect? What are you, serious? Oh my god, he's gonna do this to me, aren't you, hand? Yep. Yep. Oh, my hands. I should have magma shot on the ground. I can't keep Blackguard alive and feed you Celavis's potion. I just realized that now. Blackguard will die if I let him out. Sorry, bud. You gotta die now. Oh! Damn, his Omen Baron does so much damage, dude. Sorry, I wanted to turn you into a puppet, but then I realized in this very moment that if I let you out, you're gonna go into the moat and you're gonna kill Blackguard. And I can't have that. Should have just gave Gideon the potion. Now, if only I can remember how to go through this place. It's the second one you want to fall into. So up here, you want to fall into this one. Do you? Do you want to fall into this one? Yes, you do. Right? Right? Am I remembering correctly? Where's the hole where the slime jumps out at you? That's the only way I know I'm going the correct way. Oh, right here. Okay. Hey, how's it going? Oh shit. Don't hit. He hit me. He did it. Bro. No, bro, no. Don't do it. Cousin for the what? I don't understand what you're implying there. What do you mean? Oh. Chair. Why, do they have one at work? Or something? Don't do it! Back off! Cushion to replace the pillow I'm using. I don't know, it depends on how well it fits. Is it big? Because I don't want it to be awkward to sit on this chair. Preferably it be about as thin as the pillow. Oh. Dunked. Oh, this one's going terrible. He's gonna kill me. Yep. I don't understand sometimes how I can stun lock them to death and then they just don't stun at all. Speaking of outdoors, it's getting pretty hot in here.
I can't see about finding one to match, and they look like they might be like 3 inches tall.
Oh, so they're about as tall as me. Does this need to be drained? No. Okay, good. Turn on the AC. 3 inches? My pillow is probably only about an inch. It's going to be a lot of lift. We'll see. You can send me a photo of it if you want.
Okay, I will.
It's a double greatsword user. The really great sword man with great swords. One thing I figured out like a couple weeks ago with this guy, if you aggro him from up there and you haven't kicked the ladder down, he'll climb up the invisible ladder. Wolf knows that. He was sitting next to me watching me play while that happened. It was just like a, what? How? Fucking magic goddamn omen.
It's crazy to see.
Smack. I love that you just opened the door in the face of that guy and he has no reaction. What the heck? Yeah, that's who I wanted to lock onto, game. We're coming up on naked body time to get burned. But first we gotta fight Baby Moog, even though we already killed the real one, so how does this guy exist? And you don't get no trace, duo, unis. Oh, good shot, lad. Trace. I'll do it for him. Oh, nice job. You gave us perfumes, dude. That's like an Opaline bubble tier, but for free. Good shot. I'm still gonna die even with that. Nice job. High five, Mimic 2. That's not even enough to level up. Not even close. I need 150,000, so 3 Lord's runes. What to level? Yeah, let's go with strength. Why not? We still got like 30 points we can invest to get a lot more damage. Right. I always fucking forget that you can't get the Frenzied Flame prescription until you kill Margit. Because you have to let Melina give you the rolled medallion. What a stupid fucking exception. Why can't you just put the fucking rolled medallion on the ground after the boss fight? Where does she even get it from? Is she just holding on to it the entire time? Ugh. Why I hate Melina. My least favorite character in Elden Ring, Melina. I like Dung Eater more than Melina. Get out of here. I don't want to be sniped while walking up this. The Dome Eater. See ya. Now I need to kill the Shade of Godfrey. You can see Gold Mask from here. Oh, that's deceptively faster than I thought. Oh. He's normally not that rough for me to fight, but... I wonder if any Spirit Ashes that aren't the Mimic tier will actually help for this. I'm gonna try one. Let's see, who do I want? The Suicidal Jars. Claymen. Fighter of the... I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something. Fighter of the Mud. Skeletal Bandit or Skeletal Militiaman? You know what? I'll go with Skeletal Militiaman. Get him, skeletons. Keep going, skeleton. Wow. I don't know what I expected. It's NG+7. Of course they're gonna fucking be dog shit. Get over here. Don't kill them. They'll revive. Don't kill them. I'm their necromancer. Get him again, skeletons. Poke him good. Good pokes. Solid job, skeletons. You done it. Yeah, I was gonna say, you should be gone now. Go bye-bye. Excuse me. Fail. Fail fish. I didn't even need to do that. I could have just walked along the bridge. Stupid dog, you made me look bad. Ooga booga booga.
Did not just do that.
What do you mean? Courage a cowardly dog? Abandoned as a pup. He was found by Muriel, who lived in the middle of nowhere, where their husband used his bangs. But creepy stuff happens in nowhere. It's up to courage. Literally, I'd just do the whole intro.
Yes, that's what I was thinking aloud.
So, he was giving you a really, really good finger, and then he just locked up in an epiphany. Okay. He was giving him a dandy old finger until another dude's name came up, and then he was flabbergasted. Oh yeah, we need law of regression. Even though we're doing Frenzied Flame ending, I still always like to help Gold Mask out. Law of regression. Radagon is America. Whoa, dude. Whoa. Can I like do some cheeky... Haha. You bubble blowers can stay there. Shrek'd. I already have everything.
Okay, I got to get back to your mother.
Have a good one. And this is where you would earn... Yay!
You too.
What arm does he have out? Does he have inner order or outer order? He has inner order. Oh, I forgot about Esgar. Wait. So jumping is death, but falling isn't. Fucking FromSoft and their 2 feet instant death rule. Like, can as much as I hate bitching about DS2, again, can we have DS2's progressive fall damage back? Like, why is it little damage, big damage, death? Why? Who the fuck thought that was a great idea? Who the fuck? You'll see what I mean. Now I won't die. Wow, it goes from that to dying in 3 feet. Fucking Christ. Anything but the crayfish. Other way. Wow, you don't give up, do you, bud? I guess I've forgotten this. I thought there was an elevator back there, but I think it's you gotta go down one more. Oh. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. Now that's a lot of damage. What? Where's the elevator? I've forgotten how to do this fucking thing. Oh my god, please don't. This just brings me back to the first fucking room. I hate these multi-layered fuckfests of a dungeon. Oh, Chalice dungeons are so much worse than this. Right? Where the fucking fuck is that fucking elevator? Like, what? Oh my god. I thought it was supposed to be in the way you go back to the start, but I guess I'm fucking wrong. I'm just gonna be going in circles now. I hate this fucking place. I never have this fucking problem with it. It's not up here. Is it? Oh, yep. Yep, it is. Never mind. Dumbass. I was thinking elevator, but that's a different one. It's the fucking flame thing that brings you up and down. What one am I thinking of? Gelmir? Or Mountaintop of the Giants one? Where you go under the elevator and there's a jar underneath it. It's definitely not that one. Stop doing Bloodblade! What the fuck? He normally just sprints at you relentlessly. And now he's gonna fucking do Bloodblade? 3 times? God fucking damn it. It's such a shitty fucking boss, too. Ugh. Fucking 2 bleed dogs. This fight was way worse when the game first came out. I'll at least admit to that. Because the bleed dogs could just one-shot you. And if it wasn't him relentlessly chasing you down. See, like, where was that energy? Where was that? You're supposed to be doing that the entire fucking time. Oh my fucking word. Yep. It's just like Dark Souls 3. No amount of poise will save you from being stun-locked by dogs. Goodbye to those souls. Because of this stupid fucking boss. The stupidest one in the entire fucking game. People think that the double Crucible Knight is bullshit. I legit killed that first try. This is a bullshit fight. It's made to instant kill you. With blood. I can poise through his dagger all day. Dog hit me? Nope. There. Should have been that easy the first time I walked in the room. I had no idea why he was so obsessed with fucking flinging the blood blade. Should have been that fucking easy. I fucking hate human fights in this game. Hate them. Infinite resources, infinite stamina, and yet they're gonna nerf a fucking mimic tier that people use as a crutch. Because it heals and kills bosses successfully. And why'd you even put the fucking thing in the game? Did you even test it? Did you even, like, make a level 100 character in your own fucking game and use a mimic tier? Like, come the fuck on. I refuse to believe FromSoft is that fucking retarded internally. I do. I refuse to believe it. I hate their PvE balance changes almost every time they do them. Because they're dog shit. There's no point. Not that I even want Mimic Tier to be a stupidly OP crutch. It's just like, if you're gonna put something in your fucking game and not test it, stand by it, you fucking pussy. Don't fucking let the players test it and then determine based off of a YouTube video that you gotta nerf it now. Like, get the fuck out of here. Do you even have QA team? What are all the dumb fucking Japanese people on your goddamn team doing then? What are you doing? Like, come the fuck on. Any of the fucking speedrunners in the entire world could have told you that that shit was gonna be broken. You wouldn't have even had to worry. They would have literally been like, yeah, Mimic Tier seems kind of broken. And it would have been done. But no, you have your shitty internal testing team of a bunch of fucking Japanese students who don't give a fuck about doing their job correctly. Why the fuck would they? Like, are you fucking serious? People love to think that like society over there is so great, but they have no idea about the Japanese trap scene or all of the ghetto ass shit that's going on in Japan nowadays. They don't know. They don't care. They care about anime. They don't know culture. I have something in my eye. I'm probably gonna die. Because I'm going into the bathroom to look in the mirror. Like, why did it take a Zoli the Witch video to get the fucking stupid bleed dogs fixed? Why? Why the fuck did it take that? It took a fucking community member to make a video on how the game engine works and say how it works in order for the patch on that shit to happen. Like, what the fuck is actually wrong with their dev team? What Armored Core bullshit do you have 90% of your company working on, and what 15 retards do you have working on Elden Ring? Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry if I sound mean, or some people would probably say, oh, you sound racist. Their race doesn't matter. I'm just saying Japanese because From Software is a Japanese company. You ever looked at the credits? It's all Japanese people. Except for the localizers. It's all Japanese. So if you're gonna bitch about me saying, oh, some fucking retarded Japanese kid didn't do his job, well, boo fuckity who? Did you look at the credits? Did you play the game? And did I mention Melina gets a spell you don't get? 2, actually. She gets to summon a tree that heals and the pillars of light that are also in DS3. But you can't spawn them in this game. Oh my fucking god. Fucking stupid scam insurance company. Hello, we'd like to scam you on an insurance plan for your fucking car. We don't speak English correctly, by the way. We're an Indian company. We like to get scammed. I feel sorry for all the Indian people in the world who have to deal with the fact that your country is known as the biggest scammers on the planet. I feel bad. Because as much as I'm not a person who cares where somebody's from, if I hear someone talk in an Indian accent, I immediately think I'm being fucked over. Because of that. And that is like, I don't want to be racist. But you can't, like, undo those like, when you have something happen to yourself, you can't undo that. And I know I'm not the only American that thinks that way. You hear, when you call a customer support thing, and you hear that Indian guy pull up the phone, you know whatever you're dealing with is not going to get fixed. You know 100%. Unless you get that American guy, nothing is going to happen. And again, it sounds racist as fuck, but I've literally only had one Indian like person in customer support ever help me with anything. Most of the time it has to be through their supervisor or someone who speaks better English. Which is fucking sad. Because I hate that those people have to spend their time doing those kinds of jobs because America can't afford to pay people like that. Because America's just the biggest dipshit fucking capitalist bullcrap like... It's not even a fucking country at this point. America is a company. It manufactures fucking... it manufactures bad food and shitty ideals for the rest of the world to have to listen to. Why should other countries give a fuck what our president is doing? But more countries know what our president is doing than any American knows about any other country. Except for probably Japan, to be honest, because of all the weebs. And Russia, because of the war. But besides that, I doubt it. If the war didn't happen, I doubt most of the people would even know that Putin was a KGB member. But because of the war, people started looking up Putin and looking up his past, and now every fucking 20-year-old knows that Putin was a KGB member. You know what's funny to me is there was that dude who went to the abortion rally and did the interviews. He does the funny, like, realistic interviews at places where he just holds the mic up to random people and just lets them say whatever the fuck he wants. I can't remember what that channel is called. But they did one on the abortion rights, and there was this one dude shouting across the street to these other people about how, like, it's pro-life. You wouldn't kill a family member, would you? And it's like, well, a fetus is a part of the mother until the umbilical cord is severed. It is not its own living organism. I'm sorry, but it's not. That's like saying my sperm is a living organism. It only lives because it's inside me and my body's feeding it food. Without me, it wouldn't exist. That's how it works. That's how bodily fluids, it's how bodily functions work. And I don't care what kind of fucking person you are on the planet. I don't care where the fuck you're from. If you think a baby that's inside of a woman's uterus has autonomy, you are a retard. Actually retarded. If you think that you had autonomy from your mother when she gave birth to you, congrats, you'd be dead. Because without her, you would be fucking dead. You wouldn't have been a developed fetus. You wouldn't have gotten born. You get to become an individual when you can fend for yourself, in my opinion. When you can't fend for yourself, you are fucking tied to your mother, regardless if it's through an umbilical cord or a tit that you're sucking on. And I'm not trying to be like a fucking activist right now. I'm a person that views the world through science and logic. I don't view it through fucking opinions. I don't give a fuck what your opinion is. I really don't. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Only some are good to look at, though. Like, it doesn't make a fucking difference. When somebody's out there shouting in pro support of anything that is just completely fucking stupid, of course women should be able to get rid of whatever the fuck they want to. You know how many dudes fucking ejaculate inside of girls that just do it to do it? But you also know how many equivalent girls lie about birth control and then have kids that they don't really need to have and then ruin people's lives because of it? A lot. There's almost an equal 50-50 split nowadays of that shit. My brother had that happen to him. And only now, years later, after their kid is several years old and stuff like that, is the girl finally coming around to being somewhat of a decent person. Sorry, friends here, one sec. Sorry about that. Can't remember what my train of thought was. Either way, I'll go on a different train of thought because I see a bee, and you know one of my favorite things to rant about is people's unknowingness of save the bees. You don't need to save honeybees. Honeybees are invasive. They aren't even good pollinators. They're only good pollinators because they have numbers. And I hope people realize that. The best pollinators are bumblebees and specialist bees that only do a specific kind of plant. Cactus bees, squash bees, stuff like that. Sweat bees. Most people don't know about those. There's like over 13,000 species of bees or something like that. 3,000 at least. And all the ones in North America don't make giant hives. Their colonies are maybe 30 to 100. And those are the bees you need to save. Those are what you should be growing. You don't even have to necessarily grow flowers. You can grow vegetables and other things like that and just let them go to flower. I grow Greek oregano in my garden, and it's one of the most populated plants whenever it flowers every single year. I can see every species of bumblebee on that plant. From the full yellow ones, the yellow ones that have a black butt on them, and then there's the ones that are orange striped. Those are the three most common species we have around here. And there's probably even other ones that I just can't tell the difference because some of their differences are so slight that to tell the difference in a species you actually have to be an entomologist, which I'm not an entomologist. I just look at wildlife and go, oh yeah, that thing looks slightly different from this other thing. It must be something different. And then I look it up and I go, oh yeah, it is something different. It's a different species. And there you go, you'll learn something. I'm not the kind of person to be like, oh, in my America, or whatever. I don't, like, if people want to spend their free time doing fuck all shit, that's fine. But if you want to claim that you understand anything, and then want to come at me with some fucking bullshit, that's not going to work. It's not going to work on me. I grew up as a kid who had to be an adult and act like an adult and know how to talk as an adult to people, so I could. And on my streams, I can say a lot of shit that I wouldn't say in person, because you know how many fucking snowflakes would be offended by words that I'm saying? A lot. A lot of them would be. And to me it's... Wait, I didn't... Oh, I'm dumb. I would always wait until two other people... I'd be like 13, 14 years old at a music fest, hanging out with people in their 20s. With those people thinking I'm in my 20s. And they'd say something about like the wildlife or nature or some stupid bullshit. And I'd be like, well, actually it works like this. And I hate using the well actually on anybody nowadays, because again, people don't like being corrected. That's the least thing that people like, is being corrected. If they're wrong, they think they've done something wrong. And the thing that they've done wrong is be a complete fucking retard. But no one wants to... Oh, damn it. No one wants to take responsibility for being stupid and not looking stuff up correctly. I'm wearing a shirt with star signs on it right now. And you know what relevance that has? You know how many fucking people I've met in my life that ask me what my star sign is? And you know how many people I have to tell I don't care to? And then they get all offended and assume I'm a specific star sign because I don't care about star signs? You know how fucking stupid that is? Oh my word. Well, we're gonna be here for a while, so enjoy. I'm a scientific person. I understand that if you go to a different planet, or we went to a different solar system, the fucking star signs are going to be different things. And a star being in the sky when you're born has no correlation to how you are as a person. Only if you believe and think it does. To the point where it placebos into your everyday personality. That's the only time it will. Because if you're raised like I was, it doesn't matter. I didn't even learn what my star sign was until I was in my teens, and by then I didn't care because I knew it didn't matter. Oh, balls. You know how many people think stuff like that matters? It doesn't. It doesn't matter at all. By the way, I'm a Sagittarius. I was born in December. Wow. That has a huge impact on me as a person. No, I didn't jump. God damn it. Dark Souls platforming. I despise shallow-minded people who like to group people into groups based off of something which has no scientific merit. I'm short. That's scientific. You can look at me in real life and be like, yeah, that dude's short. But you know how many times as a kid I learned how to pull wool over people's eyes? Because that's your, like, strongest fucking... That's your strongest anything you can do to somebody. Is just... blatantly not be what they think that you are. That's how I used to get what I got. And it took me to being in my mid-20s to just finally be like, I'm just going to be myself, and I'm just going to pick when I want to show who I am to somebody. If I want to be me to somebody, I'm going to pick that moment. I don't care if it comes off as disingenuous or whatever the fuck people think. You know how many people out there fake personalities and fake shit just to be likable on the internet? I don't care. That's the least fucking thing I care about. Damn it! Fucking Dark Souls jumping. Being likable is what gets you views. Being likable is what will get you a community surrounding you. But then it's a community of people who aren't actually with you. They'll be against you if you speak your mind. Or you'll create a 50-50 divisive fan base who is like, I liked him before this. I liked him before he started talking about this. Or that. Or this. Or that. Or this. Or that. And that's like the world that we live in right now, is a bunch of shallow-minded children that can't agree on anything. Even the adults are shallow-minded children that can't agree on anything. It's fucking pathetic. How did you even get here, woman? Oops. You won't kill shit, bitch. You won't do shit. You're all talk. I know I come off as a jackass when I talk about stuff like that, so. Like I don't care about the world or anything like that. I'm no Mr. Beast. Perfect. Oh, fucking Christ. Sorry about that. Ah. Sorry, sometimes I get very ranty and triggered. Just over the tiniest little thing. But it's half the reason why I started streaming again, so I could just fucking air my dirty laundry. Because I don't really care. Except for it's not really dirty laundry, it's just the way I think about things. And if you don't like it, then don't like me. I don't care. That's how I am as a person, that's how I'm gonna be as a person. Nothing that most people can do will change that. Why did I need to come back to the round table hold? I forget. I love that I looted that stuff and never talked to Fia. Oh wait, I don't need to go to Nokron yet. I need to go talk to Celavis. After I do this little bit, I'm probably going to stop streaming for a little bit. A friend of mine wanted to come over and chill for a little bit, so... told him to come back around an hour. He was just walking by on the street when I was out smoking my cigarette. How does some of this questline work? I thought the last time I did this, his option just came up immediately for the tell me more. Wait, but I've already did that. Oh my god, Elden Ring quest lines. Well, I'll go do it again, I guess. I don't have a choice. Poor Jarrite. Finger Maiden Theralina. That's the Sleeping Arrow. Nox Swordstrith. And Omen Killer. But you don't get an Omen Killer puppet because you just get Omen Killer Ashes. And then Dung Eater would be in here too. I think he'd be over here. Or is that where Nefeli is? I can't remember. Okay, I've interacted with your message. Are you gonna let me in on your plan now? Do I really have to buy all of his fucking sorceries again? Can I not just save and quit? You have to purchase all of Celavis's available sorceries and a second puppet. Are you fucking kidding me? For real, dude. I really don't want to have to buy all of his fucking sorceries. Yeah, you don't need to buy his sorceries. That's complete bullshit. Confirmed. At least in NG+, you do not need to buy any of his sorceries. Just drop Starlight Shards, save and quit a couple times, and go back and talk to him. If that's even a thing. But I've never gotten it to work without picking up Starlight Shards. Even if they're your own ones that you dropped out of your own inventory. Which, by the way, let's discard you. And you. Oh, no. Why did I go there? What is in my brain? So I'm gonna come back to this tomorrow. gonna make Randy angry. I don't simp for none of the characters in this game, so. I wish you actually could turn her into an actual puppet, but she's a doll already. I wonder if it would have worked if she still had her normal flesh and was stupid enough to drink it. That's alright, you'll forget. I'll go talk to a turtle, you'll forget about it. Just like a lot of women do. Forget about the horrible shit that a dude does to you, and then it's just like, oh yeah, you're my friend again. Oh yeah? We'll see about that. Now what do you have to say, bitch? Something, 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 rotten breath? I bet not. Stone astrolabe. See? Nothing wrong. Nothing at all. What a pointless quest. Oh, I went to the wrong ones. And you go to Ancestors Woods. Not this. This is where the Crucible Knights are. Dang it. Sorry, I'm just teleporting here so that I remember what I was doing next time I go to play tomorrow, because, again, I'm done. I'm out of gas, and I didn't get that great of sleep last night, so I'll be back. Have a good one.